Hey everyone, I am Laura Williamson and this is Bare Fitness. I'm your host today. I am a personal trainer, health coach, and Pilates instructor. Yeah, that's what I do. At any rate, I wanted to talk to you today about your knees. And before I get into all this, I always recommend to people when you come and stay with me for a while or share some of your time with me, whatever we do today or in the workouts that I will have, you should always get permission from your doctor. You should make sure that it's okay for you to be doing my workout or any workout for that, especially if you're new to movement or if there's been any previous, anything like surgery or any medical or health conditions, okay? So keeping all that in mind, let's get back to the knees and why we are here today. So today I just wanted to have a conversation about the knees because when I'm working with clients, it seems to come up quite often, including myself, and we'll get to me in a minute. I find that what happens is I end up usually I need to modify my programming for them because the knees are bothering them in some way, shape, or form. And in addition to, there are just so many reasons that could cause problematic knees. And all that being said, people still want to be healthy and fit, and I really don't believe it's any reason for a person not to work out if everything else is in a good enough place or state for you to do physical activity given you get permission from your doctor. The first thing I want to start with is why do I want to talk about it? Well, because I mentioned I have clients, but what I also noticed is when I put my videos up online, people will send me DMs and ask, well, what would you recommend for my knees? Like how should I do that? Should I modify? How do I modify? I want to teach you and show you how to do that because I don't want you to lose out on a workout because your knees are not happy on a given day or all days, whatever the case may be. I want to help you get through it if possible. The first thing is, I'll tell you a little bit about myself now. I found several years ago, my knee started troubling me. And believe it or not, I woke up one morning, I decided to take a run with my husband. And I don't typically run, let's start there. It's not my normal activity, to be honest with you. I ran track in high school, but that's about it. And I haven't really, I've dabbled here and there, I've run, but I'm not a runner, to be exact. So I decided to run with him that day. And I was a little sore when I got up, but I went out there, I thought I could stretch it out. I didn't think anything of it. So I went out there, I ran, I did one lap. And then the next day, I couldn't stand up when I got out of bed. I was in so much pain. The knee more or less buckled on me. It was not a good situation. So basically, I thought I'd wait it out, ice it out, take ibuprofen, do the things that other people do when their joints bother them. I just attributed it to, well, I guess I'm getting older now, but maybe it'll go away. It's just gonna take longer. I don't know. I noticed a month passed, I still had the pain. 2 months passed, I still had the pain. 3 months passed, and I thought, well, something's wrong, something's going on. It was at that point I realized there was a potential that I had done something serious to myself and there might be a tear, right? So I went, I had a physical therapist look at it, and he gave me some exercises, and what I realized was those exercises weren't working. And so just to be clear, a lot of people have tears and they don't realize that they have tears, and they go about their life and they live perfectly happy. They do not have to do anything with it because it is not troubling them. I happen to be doing a job in an industry where I'm using my body very often. So unfortunately, when mine tore, it spoke to me very loudly. And so there was no strengthening and getting better. I actually had to do something about it. So long and the short of it, I knew I had a problem, but here's the thing, I went skiing. I don't ski, I'm not a skier, but I went on this lovely and awesome fun vacation in Montana, and it was, in my mind, once in a lifetime trip, and I needed to ski. I had a ski lesson, I was gonna do it, and so I got all my gear on, I went on out there to go skiing, and the instructor met up with me and, asked me, and they had me fill out signs. Is there anything I should know? Any injury, and I said no. I said no, knowing good and well that I had a knee situation lurking. And all it took was one bad fall for me to do myself in. I was well aware. And I didn't mention anything because I didn't want to be modified in any way. I thought, I'm a trainer, I'm gonna modify myself. So I didn't say anything. I had my ski lesson. I had fun with that ski lesson. I got lucky, I did not fall. But I say this to you not because it's what you should be doing. I say this to you because I want you to understand that I'm human too. And sometimes in life we make decisions that aren't necessarily the best decisions, and I knew it. So all that being said is, take care of yourself first. Do not put yourself in jeopardy. This doesn't make me any better because I knew how to modify myself. I was still taking a chance. I say to you, do not take that chance. It is not worth it, because I also know the flip side of that, what can happen when you do fall and on some skis. And that's one of the biggest scenarios, right? If you fall and blow out a knee or playing some other sport. I don't recommend it at all, but now that I'm here and it exists, I have to be mindful of it. Would I do that again? No, absolutely not. Not a good idea. So please learn from me. Don't make my mistake. If you can avoid it and take care of yourself and do the things you need to do to strengthen yourself in your knee, do it. I want to help you with that today. So here's some of the things to consider. What could cause a bad knee? And I'm not a doctor. I don't know everything. I just know the people that I've trained and the people that have been in front of me. It could be arthritis, it could be surgeries, torn meniscus in my case, ACL, MCL, there are reasons why your knee could be troubling you. And all I can say to you is do what you need to do, recuperate and cover first before you try to take on the big things. There is some video of me skiing down the hill from that trip, and you see me, I call it the kiddie slope. I did do it, again, I had a blast, but looking back on it and how much pain I was in, I mean, if I'm being honest, I couldn't run from one end of a room to another without almost falling over, doubling over in pain, because I could not I couldn't bend my knee. I couldn't sit on my knee. There were just so many issues. It went from bad to worse, and that was why I ended up having a procedure, because I physically could not live with the amount of pain and the lack of function. And I need to function based on what I do, so I can help you. So what I also recommend is, if you're having any pain or weakness, and if you haven't had anyone look at it yet, see your doctor. Get a referral. Go to an orthopedist. Get a referral. Go see a physical therapist. It could be so many things. You might need surgery. And what I'd also recommend is, if you're working out, don't work past pain. It's not worth it. You're just gonna make it worse. No jumping, no running. That's another thing. I meet people who insist on running and jumping, and they're like, I'm gonna run. I'm just gonna run anyway. But if you don't know what's wrong, you could be exacerbating the problem. So these are the things I would recommend to maybe be conservative about and put them to the side for a while, or until you can figure out what's going on with your body. All right, so I would even say decrease the amount of intensity on your workouts, or maybe don't work out for a while until you figure it out. Some of the exercises that you could do that are a little gentler and kinder to something like this, and I'll show you how to do these things. There are videos that I have that you can see, and there's a workout that I'm going to be doing for you, which is knee friendly, or friendlier, I should say. But Pilates, lighter weights, smaller loads, no heavy weight, maybe get in some water, a pool. Working out in water, the buoyancy, the push up versus the gravitational pull, that can help you sometime too. So yeah, just getting in water is helpful too. I'm gonna teach you how to modify yourself, how to be nice to yourself, how to strengthen the muscles that support and surround the knees, so that maybe you can get back to what you were doing before, as you were before, if not better altogether, or at least to be able to do your basic day-to-day things, okay? So I'll give you some exercises, and then, you know, I'll show you how to start, how to begin your exercises so that you can do your lunges and you can do your squats and you can do, you know, all these things that you're used to doing. You might just have to modify them. And they might not look the same way, but then that's mindset. You just have to get yourself used to doing things maybe in a different way, maybe temporarily, maybe permanently. It's not easy, but something is always better than nothing in my book. So you can also use a couple other suggestions, and I'm not going to keep you forever. A couple other recommendations for the knees is the type of workout equipment that you're using. So let's think about this. You can use dumbbells still. You can use barbells, a stability ball. You know, you can do squats with a stability ball, and that's going to lighten some of the load on your knees. You can also still use the cable cross, the pulleys, and cardio equipment. Let's think about that. You can use ellipticals. Ellipticals are always great for the joints, for the knees, for the hips, these types of things. On arc trainer, bikes, recumbent bike, upright bike, you guys are familiar with that, right? Airdyne, that one's a good one too. That one, oh my God, that one burns so many calories, by the way. And then treadmill, a gentle walk on a treadmill. Don't get so aggressive, you know? So basically, do what feels good. If you start to feel pain, stop or modify. Again, don't work past pain. The cost is too high, or it can be, all right? So that's my spiel for today. I got a workout for you. So when you get the opportunity, try to work out. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you need, okay? But yeah, you hang around, stay tuned, and I'm gonna get that workout for you, okay? Or you can always find it. I'll put that out there for you too on social media. I'm all over the place at this point. But again, if you need anything, I'm here for you. Info@Bare Fitness Pilates. I'm Laura. All right, stay for the workout.